And we are live. What's going on, guys? It's that guy with movies back here again. And welcome to my very first live show. I can't believe I'm doing one of these because I've actually never done a live show before. This live show is going to be consisted of some Q&A and some Endgame spoiler talk. So once we start the spoiler talk for Endgame, I'll let you guys off with a warning. And, you know, like I said, I'll let you guys know when we start doing the spoiler talk for Endgame. So while we're waiting for some people to come join the chat here, I'll just go through, some rules, I guess you could say. Just be nice in the chat. If you guys want to ask me questions, ask away. If you guys want to talk about movies, any of that sort of stuff, you guys can ask questions about that. And, be nice to each other, and we'll see how this goes. And for Endgame spoilers, if you guys haven't watched the movie yet, then, click off the stream right now, and, you'll be safe from spoilers. I do have a spoiler-free review on my channel. So if you guys want to see my spoiler-free thoughts on Endgame, then you guys can go check that out and you will be safe from spoilers. So we'll wait here and we'll see if there's somebody. And we already have somebody on watching. So we'll just wait for more people, and we'll wait for some questions. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. So let the live stream, my very first live stream and my very first live show begin. And we actually have two people on right now. So, you're more than welcome to go into the chat and ask me some questions. So, and actually, I'm showing a little bit more of my shelves in the back here. So I have some other stuff that I have displayed as well. And it looks like the one person left. So we only have one person on the chat right now. So, we'll just keep waiting, and, I'll just maybe point some stuff out while we're waiting for some questions to roll in. So I have my Deadpool head right up there. So there's that. I moved that. So that is in that little empty space there. So because it was like right behind me, but I felt that was kind of distracting, so I thought I'd put that there. And yeah, it looks a little bit nicer. And as well, I have my Spider-Man right there, and actually behind me, as you can probably tell right there, I have my Venom action figure. And then up there, come on. There we go. I have a Captain America shield toy, and I have a Mjolnir hammer right there. Those are super cool. Those were some thrifting finds right there. So thought I'd point those out. And as you can see, I have some stuff on the top right there. So we'll still wait for some more questions, and we'll wait for some people to join the chat and everything. And while you're watching, be sure to give this stream a thumbs up once this is on YouTube and everything. So yeah, we'll just wait. And yeah. So I'll just give some quick spoiler-free stuff on Endgame. This movie is so big right now. It's poised to make about $2 billion this weekend. Absolutely insane. This movie has only been in theaters for a week, and once it reaches, we actually have one person right now. John Blu-rays DVD 4K. He says, "Hey, thank you for joining the stream." And yeah, for Endgame, absolutely insane that this movie is going to make $2 billion this weekend. Because, like I said, this movie is only in theaters for 1 week, and it's already about to pass Avatar. I think actually probably in about a couple of weeks, it's supposed to pass Avatar as the highest grossing movie of all time. Avatar, it's an okay movie, I guess, but it's not really worthy of being the highest grossing movie ever. Once Endgame does surpass Avatar and becomes the highest grossing movie of all time, Avatar is pretty much the only original movie that actually has reached that milestone. And Endgame, that's a sequel, and that's going to be nuts. I think that's probably going to make about 3 billion. Wow, just absolutely nuts. So we're about 5 minutes into the stream. So we'll just wait for some more people here. And yeah, just thought I'd state some facts about Endgame and just how much of an event this movie is going to be. Just absolutely insane. Like I said, I actually can't believe that this movie has about as much money as it does in one week. Of course, this one was a lot on a lot of the people's like top movies that they're excited for, their most anticipated, hyped movies of the year. And yeah, just crazy, crazy, crazy how Avatar, who has held the record for about probably 10 years now, I'd say, probably about 10 years, is finally going to be broken. I'm actually really happy. A movie that actually deserves to be in the top spot for the highest grossing movies of all time, if not the highest grossing movie of all time. So thought I'd just give you guys just a little tidbits of information right there. Apparently, according to Box Office Mojo, it's at about 1.6 billion just in a week. Just insane. Wow, wow, wow. But what a great movie it was. And later on in this video, I'll share with you guys some spoiler talk. I'm obviously not going to say anything right now. I'll wait till the time comes for that. But we are still in the Q&A portion of this video. So if you guys are joining or want to join, go ahead in the live chat and you can talk to each other. You can ask me questions. And yeah, it'll be fun. So make sure you guys have fun on this stream. And yeah, we'll just keep waiting for more people here. And we still have only 2 people in the stream right now. So I actually do have some comics that I want to show you guys, but I'll wait until we get to the Endgame spoiler talk because there are a couple of key comics that I do want to show you guys in anticipation for Endgame and everything. So I'll wait till that comes because, of course, um, they are key comics. So John Blu-rays DVD 4K says Bad Boys 3. So you want to know my thoughts on Bad Boys 3? I think it'll probably be good, I'd say. I haven't seen the second one. I still do want to watch the second one. I'm just kind of turned off by the runtime for it. It's like 2.5 hours long, but I still want to watch that one. Of course, the original Bad Boys. That is an awesome movie. The first movie that Michael Bay has ever done, and it's a great movie. Martin Lawrence, Will Smith, they have great chemistry together. And to tell you the truth, I'm actually kind of excited for Bad Boys 3. I hope it does good. Like it might suffer a little bit for Michael Bay not being the director of this movie, but you know, I'm kind of excited for it. I think it's supposed to be called like Bad Boys for Life or something like that, but the E in life is a 3, so it's got a really dumb title. Like it's called like it would basically be called Bad Boys for Lift 3. Really dumb title, but I'm kind of excited for it. I kind of want to see what they do, and yeah. So we'll see how it goes when that comes out. I think it comes out next year. So yeah, and of course Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are returning for this one, and yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. Well, not pretty excited, kind of, but yeah. So there's kind of my thoughts on Bad Boys 3. So we still have 2 people in the live chat right now. So yeah, we'll just keep waiting. And if you want to hear more thoughts on some upcoming movies and that, I'll be more than happy to talk to you guys about it, like for Bad Boys 3 and everything. I'm more than welcome to share my thoughts on upcoming movies like Aladdin or Godzilla or even the Lion King remake that's coming out in July. So, yeah, ask away, and we'll see how this live stream goes. And we actually have 3 people in the live chat right now. So, hi. Thank you for watching this stream. So, go ahead and you know, ask some questions in the chat. So whatever you guys want me to talk about. So yeah, I thought I'd just point that out, just for all the new people that are joining the stream right now. So we're about 10 minutes in right now, and yeah. But actually, there are a lot of movies that are coming out soon that I'm kind of interested in watching. Bad Boys 3, that one is coming out next year. I'll probably watch that one. But even this year is probably going to be a pretty stacked couple of months. Like May has a lot of releases, so a lot of stuff in store for us. Like, of course, everybody's going to be going to see Endgame. Thoughts on the new Star Wars movie? I think it looks decent, but I think a lot of people that watch The Last Jedi will probably be kind of turned off by it because a lot of people kind of thought The Force Awakens was a retread of A New Hope, and The Last Jedi wasn't as good as everybody thought it would be. But I really enjoyed Force Awakens. I thought it was a pretty great movie, and J.J. Abrams did a really good job directing it. I do have it on a steelbook, so it is something special. Actually, it was probably the newest movie that I have a steelbook of. I haven't really bought any new steelbooks, and we actually have 4 people right now. So more people are joining. So thank you so much for joining the stream. And yeah, anyways, back to the Star Wars movie thoughts. I'm not really too big on that title. Atomic Comics says, "Hello, everyone. Hi there. Thank you for joining the stream." And it looks like one person dropped out. Anyway, though, with the Star Wars movie, like not really too big on that Rise of Skywalker title. Like, it's just they probably could have came up with a better title for that one. But for Last Jedi, I didn't really care for it. I didn't think it lived up to my expectations at all. Like, it had a couple good parts in it, but other than that, that was not a very good movie. But hopefully, because J.J. Abrams is coming back to do The Rise of Skywalker, so I do have some hope for it, and hopefully that one will be good. It's also seeing the return of some of our favorite characters. Like, I think a lot of people really like Lando and that. And overall, I'm kind of excited for it. I do want to see what J.J. Abrams does with this movie. And, hopefully it lives up to people's expectations. I don't think the trailer, looking at it on YouTube, I don't think a lot of people really actually watched the trailer for it. Like, it only got 12 million views. I think they said it's probably the lowest amount of views that a Star Wars trailer has ever got. But, I'll reserve judgment until I watch this movie. And we do have a thumbs up right now. So thank you so much for giving that thumbs up. And, Star Wars, looking forward to it, but not really big on the title. And like I said, I hope it is good. And Atomic Comics says, not really looking forward to it. And we have 2 thumbs up now. So thank you so much for those thumbs up. So we'll just wait for some more questions to pour in right now. Like I said, and we have 4 people joining right now. So, hi, welcome to my very first live show. You're more than welcome to go into the chat and, ask me some questions. And you can ask me about some upcoming movies that are coming out, or you can ask some questions about myself or stuff like that. So, or you can ask some stuff about my collection as well. So you're more than welcome. You can go into the live chat and ask away with questions. But yeah, Star Wars, that one comes out in December, I believe. Like, I think they've been doing that a lot with releasing the Star Wars movies in December. That was a really odd choice because I think Saturday is like the Star Wars day because it's like May the 4th be with you and everything like that. So I'm kind of surprised that they don't tend to release Star Wars movies anymore in December. Who's your favorite director? Steven Spielberg is my favorite director. I believe he has probably the best amount of movies that I really enjoy. Like, Jurassic Park is an absolute classic. Jaws is an absolute classic. Catch Me If You Can, probably one of his more underrated movies. I really love that one as well. And his recent movie Ready Player One, I really love that one as well. That one actually I think met my expectations and more. And Atomic Comics says, "What is your favorite movie in your collection?" Probably Terminator 2, I'd say. Which Terminator 2 is my favorite movie of all time. A close second would probably be the first Avengers movie. I know probably a lot of the people that like kind of the more like Quentin Tarantino movies and that would probably say, oh, well, like the Avengers is probably like it's not worthy of one of the greatest movies ever made. But I really love that one. I've grown up with the Marvel movies and everything. And, I really love that one. That's probably my absolute favorite movie in the MCU. And, I actually have the 3D one of that. I recently upgraded to the 3D version. I did have the regular version of that one, but I upgraded to the 3D version. And then I also have it on 4K. That's how much I like this movie. And I've read reviews on the Terminator 2 4K that the Terminator 2 4K, it's not really that great. So I don't think I'll really get that one. I haven't seen that one a whole lot. So yeah. Antonio Laco says top 5 Marvel movies. Probably, the Avengers. That one has to be a top one for me. That is probably the top Marvel movie for me. Followed closely by The Winter Soldier. I'll be upgrading that one to 4K here soon. Then probably numbers 3 to 5. That one is probably a very hard decision to make. Number 3, I'd probably have to say Endgame, but it's kind of tied with Infinity War, though. Infinity War was a really great movie, but I can't really decide if that one is better or Endgame is better. But I'd probably say Endgame is better because, you know, it's it's 3 hours long, but it doesn't feel like 3 hours long. Infinity War, after rewatching that one for the third time before going to see Endgame, I found that one to be kind of feeling, 2.5 hours. But Endgame, it was 3 hours. It did not feel like 3 hours. Probably the fastest 3 hours of my life. It was an incredible movie, especially the last hour. I'm not going to say what it is, but you know, it's really good. I'll talk more about it when I get to the spoiler portion of this video. But yeah, Endgame, then probably Infinity War, and then for number 5, um, there's a lot of like 9 out of 10s that I would give the Marvel movies and everything, but because I actually have a lot, like probably about I don't know, maybe like 5 movies out of the MCU that I've rated 10 out of or like 9 out of 10. But and those ones would be Guardians 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, Civil War, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, for number 5, I'd probably have to say Spider-Man Homecoming. That's probably the greatest Spider-Man movie. I know a lot of people do say Spider-Man 2. I like that one, but I'd say Homecoming was a little bit better because I find Tom Holland to be a better Peter Parker and Spider-Man than Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield ever was. Like, don't get me wrong, Tobey Maguire was a good Spider-Man, but he's not a good Peter Parker. He's way, way too old to play Peter Parker, and you know, like having a 30-year-old in high school, that's obviously not going to work out. That was not a very good move on their part. And Andrew Garfield, I didn't like him as Peter Parker or Spider-Man. I kind of felt like he doesn't capture the spirit of who Peter Parker is supposed to be, or even Spider-Man is supposed to be. Like, I find his Peter Parker, he doesn't act nerdy. Like, he kind of acts like really like cool and like cocky and everything. And that's not how Spider-Man or Peter Parker act. They're supposed to be kind of nerdy, kind of shy, but once he's Spider-Man, he kind of cares for everybody. He puts his life on the line to save everybody from the Sinister Six, or even just, um, like from the Sinister Six, or even just some random thugs in an alleyway or something like that. He did not capture that spirit very well. Tom Holland, he's a really great Spider-Man because, you know, he plays him like a teenager. He plays him like a high school aged teenage kid. He kind of has to deal with the responsibilities of being Spider-Man and everything. Like, he can't really, like, he wants to make time for everything, but he can't. And we actually have 5 people in the chat right now. Ryan DVD Collection and Blu-ray Collection 23 says hi. Thank you for joining the stream. And right now, we are talking about the different people that have played Spider-Man across all of the movies and that. But getting back to Tom Holland, I find that he's a great Spider-Man because he's kind of intimidated by the whole concept of, his responsibilities as being Spider-Man, because it kind of conflicts with his schooling and, all his friends at high school and that. And, he captures that spirit perfectly. And, his relationship that he has with Tony Stark is really great, kind of almost like a father and son relationship. But I really dig, Tom Holland as Spider-Man, and we have 3 thumbs up right now. So thank you for that thumbs up. But that's why I think Tom Holland is the greatest Spider-Man. And, Homecoming is the best movie out of all of them as well. But yeah, that's why I think Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. And that's why I think Andrew Garfield is probably the worst Spider-Man out of all of them. And those movies were pretty mediocre too. Like, I have the PS3 game for the first Amazing Spider-Man, and I actually don't mind that game. It's obviously not Spider-Man for the PS4, because that is probably the greatest Marvel game I think we've ever got. Because, like, come on, game developers, it's time for an Avengers game. Please, please put out an Avengers video game. I would love that. I actually think that they were supposed to put an Avengers game out for Xbox 360 and the PS4 and that, and we haven't got that. And Antonio Laco says, besides Endgame, best movie so far this year, I probably have to say Shazam. That was such a great movie. And Ryan DVD Collection and Blu-ray Collection 23 says, I like Tom Holland too. I saw Spider-Man Homecoming in theaters twice. I actually wish I saw Homecoming in theaters. For watching the trailers for that one, I did not think that I was going to like that one very much at all. Those were pretty mediocre trailers that they put out for it. But, I always reserve judgment until I see the movie. And after watching it, I loved it. I thought it was great. But getting back to the best movie so far this year, I probably have to say Shazam. Finally, DC, I think, did some good in their DC Extended Universe. Don't get me wrong, I do like a lot of the DC movies. Looking forward to Far From Home. Yes, I'm looking forward to Far From Home as well. But DC, though, they have had a pretty close ratio of good movies to bad movies. And, Suicide Squad, Justice League, those are not very good movies at all. But, I do like Batman versus Superman, but that's probably because I watched the Ultimate Cut and I liked the or not the Ultimate Cut, the Ultimate Edition. Um, Ryan DVD Collection and Blu-ray Collection 23 says, I just watched Shazam in theaters. It was really funny. I have to agree. It had a lot of funny parts in it, especially the power testing scene and just like, uploading all their videos to YouTube and everything like that. Ryan also says, I'm really excited to see the Joker movie. Looks interesting. I think the Joker movie looks pretty good as well. Like, I don't think it's part of the DC movies, but they're doing something different. Like they're kind of doing this like one shot thing. And I really love Aquaman. I saw it in theaters and then I bought it on Blu-ray and I watched it. I did the same. I bought it on 4K though, because that is a movie that you have to watch on the biggest screen and in the best quality possible. Aquaman was a pretty great movie. And it was the first time that I'd say I really dug a DC movie. But with Batman versus Superman, I enjoyed that one. I liked it. I thought it was good, but then again, like I said, I watched the Ultimate Edition and I like that. I did not watch the theatrical version. Who is your favorite Joker? Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger is the best Joker. Nothing ever comes close to Heath Ledger. But Jack Nicholson was not too bad, I guess. And I don't think we've ever had any other portrayal of the Joker. I don't think, probably besides like Mark Hamill and that. Mark Hamill, he does the voice perfectly, but I thought Heath Ledger. But Mark Hamill doesn't technically play the Joker, though. Ryan says, I'm probably going to see Avengers Endgame. Do so. You have to watch Endgame. I'm pretty sure everybody is going to see Endgame. Even at my school, everybody's talking about nothing but Endgame. Aquaman was awesome. Joker movie looks very different. And what's that right there? Some kind of it's a fish. I thought it was like a butterfly at first. But yeah, Aquaman was pretty good. I really like that one. That was one you have to see in 3D as well. I haven't seen the 3D Blu-ray a whole lot at like Walmart or Best Buy or anything like that. They only have like the regular Blu-ray, the DVD, and the 4K. But if you guys have to get Aquaman, buy it on 4K if you have the technology. It does come with the Blu-ray as well. So if you guys have Blu-ray capabilities or even 4K capabilities, definitely pick up Aquaman on 4K. It's got great picture quality and great audio quality, especially with the Atmos soundtrack on there. It sounds really, really awesome. Lots of bass and really kind of like punchy and everything. And it almost, feels like you're in the movie. Ryan says Heath Ledger first, and then would have to be Jack Nicholson. So yeah, I'd have to agree with that. But yeah, with that Joker movie, I think it looks interesting. I think it looks different. It kind of gives me some sort of Martin Scorsese vibes. I know he was kind of involved with the production at some point. I think he was a producer on it, which is why De Niro was in it. It's like De Niro was kind of an odd choice to play in a Joker movie. But I don't remember anything from Batman Forever. Val Kilmer as Batman. Oh my God. I've actually never seen Batman Forever. Out of the original Batman trilogy, I think I've only seen like Batman and Batman Returns. And I don't think I've ever seen Batman Forever or Batman and Robin because, I've heard nothing but bad things about it. Like I know Batman Forever has like, Jim Carrey as the Riddler and like Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face in it. But, Tommy Lee Jones, maybe he's good in it. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen Forever or Batman and Robin. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's not a very good Mr. Freeze. All he does is spout stupid ice puns in it. And it's like, ugh. No wonder why I've never watched that one. I think on IMDb it's got like a 3.7 out of 10. It's that bad. I believe they only made it to like sell toys, and that was pretty much it. But yeah, and obviously the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight ones. Those are, amazing. That's probably the best that Christopher Nolan has ever done. And we actually have 6 people in the live stream right now and 5 thumbs up, and actually 7 right now. So we're getting more people. Thank you for joining, and thank you for the thumbs up. And it looks like we just lost number 7. So we have 6 people, 5 thumbs up, and we lost 6. So we have 5 and 5. But and we are past the 30-minute mark. So anyway, though, I think that we'll wrap up the Q&A. Jinzo 2400, what's up? What's up, my man? Thank you for joining. Lion King looks amazing. Great CGI. The Lion King does look pretty good. I'd have to agree with that. That'll probably be a really great movie to see in 3D and probably in IMAX as well. I don't really have an IMAX close to me. Like, I do have an IMAX close to me, but it's on like the West End. So that's not easily accessible. But, Lion King would probably be a sight to behold in IMAX or even IMAX 3D. But I'll probably settle for AVX. Jinzo 2400, sorry so late, buddy. Great that you live broadcasting. I know. Thank you for joining, though. I'm having lots of fun so far, just answering everybody's questions and just having some discussion about different movies and that. And but yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go and see Lion King when that one comes out in July, I believe. Like Far From Home has like a couple weeks to itself, and we have 6 people right now. So thank you to, or 7 people right now. So thank you to whoever joined. We're discussing some movies right now, some new movies or even some old movies that whatever movies you guys want to talk about. I'm open to discussing, unless if I haven't seen them. But yeah, you guys want to? Oh, Evan Brewer says, "Hey, what's up? Thank you for joining." And we're having some good movie discussion right now. And Jinso 2400 says, "I have a question." All right, what's your question? What's your favorite horror movie? Gotta be Halloween 1978, man. If you're wondering why I say 1978, that's because I like the original. I really liked the new one from last year, and but it doesn't come close to the greatness of the John Carpenter original. Ryan says, "I love horror movies. I love them too. Well, certain ones, of course, but yeah." Hey, Evan. All right. Have you found a copy of IMAX Red Flag? I would be willing to buy a trade for it. What's Red Flag? Uh, I don't know what that is. Is that some sort of IMAX educational movie? Or like the ones that they show at like the science museums and that? Or is that a movie? Yes. No, I don't believe that I have Red Flag in my collection. Do you have a favorite MCU movie? That would have to be the first Avengers movie. Absolutely love that movie. Documentary film. I do not believe I have that. I have a lot of the IMAX educational movies or the documentaries, but I don't have Red Flag. I've actually never heard of that one. What's that one about, anyways? But yeah, do you have a favorite MCU movie? The first Avengers is the best. I believe that is the best movie that has come out of the MCU. I really love Bumblebee. I got on Blu-ray. I also got Bumblebee on Blu-ray as well, and I really enjoyed that one. That was probably one of the better Transformers movies as of recent. Fighter pilot training. It's so amazing. That does sound kind of cool, actually. Was that ever released on DVD, or was it just like a reel or something like that? Like just like like on a film reel or something like that. But yeah, Bumblebee. I really enjoyed that one. It's definitely not my favorite movie of last year, but I thought it was decent enough. I enjoyed it, and yeah, I really like that one. But we are approaching the 35-minute mark right now, so we have been doing 35 minutes of some movie discussion and Q&A. So maybe we'll go to, I would think it got a DVD and Blu-ray. I'll probably check after this stream for you, Jinzo. I'll check and see if it has a DVD for you. I've actually never seen that one out thrifting or anything like that, so that one's probably impossible to find, but I'd love to trade for it. So if I can find it, I could probably work something out. But so now we are at the 35-minute mark. So I think we'll probably let this go to about 40 minutes and then we will start the Endgame spoiler discussion. You have the best IMAX collection I have seen on here. Thank you. I don't have every single IMAX movie that has been released on DVD or Blu-ray, but I have pretty much most of them, I believe. But yeah, I still have to get around to watching those. They're like super short. They're only like 40 minutes. I think I've got like most of the space ones, and I have just like some other ones. Like I have like one about oceans, some like nature ones. I think I have like Fires of Kuwait and that. I don't have absolutely all of them. Like I don't have like some of their like actual like movies, but I've got most of those. I got the NASCAR one as well. That one's pretty common, but I've got that one. But yeah, we are at the 36-minute mark. So, like I said, 40 minutes, we will start the endgame discussion. So, we still have 7 people in the stream and 5 thumbs up. So, best horror film, Halloween 1978. There is, nothing comes close to that one. Favorite comedy, that one, a dark song. Is that a horror movie? Favorite comedy? I don't know. I couldn't tell you what my favorite comedy is. Yep. So, A Dark Song is a horror movie. I've never actually heard of that one, but yeah, it looks interesting. Maybe I'll Google it and check that one out. But favorite comedy though, I've seen a lot of pretty funny comedy movies, but that's pretty hard to decide which one that I like the most. Probably the comedy movie that I've got the most enjoyment out of was probably congrats on the live stream. I got a jet, keep it real. All right, see you later, Atomic Comics. So Rat, I have to say I probably got the most enjoyment out of because that one is just so funny. I gotta get you to start watching IFC Midnight Movies. Well, it depends on if that one. It depends on if they're good or not. But yeah, I'm sure most of them are probably pretty good. But I just gotta check the battery on the laptop here. Okay, barely went. Yeah, IFC Midnight Movies are those like independent ones, but I've never actually seen any of those like IFC Midnight Movie horror movie ones out hunting or anything like that. But yeah, I'll probably have to check those ones out. But anyway, though, back to favorite comedy. Like I said, Borat is probably the comedy that I've got the most enjoyment out of. That one is funny from start to finish. Other than that, I can't really decide what comedy movie I'd say is my favorite one. And we have lost number 7, so we are at 6 people right now, and we'll keep going. We have about probably a minute 20 here until the end game discussion. What's your favorite thrift store? Savers is pretty good, but I like Goodwill as well. I can't really make up my mind about those two. And we lost another person, so we have 5 right now. 5 people and 5 thumbs up. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. And that fits in with the theme of Avengers Endgame, which we will be talking about in about 50 seconds here. But what's your favorite thrift store? Probably, just because it's selection, probably, and we have lost number 5, so we have 4. What's your favorite thrift store? Probably Goodwill, I'd say, just because of selection alone. But in terms of prices, probably Savers, because they got pretty good prices, and they give, discounts if you donate stuff in that. It's a pretty good store. I really like that one. I really like going there, but I like going to both places as well. But yeah, and we are about to start the Endgame discussion here. So if you guys have not seen Avengers Endgame yet, I'd recommend clicking this off because we are going to be talking about spoilers for it. And we are about to start it in 2, 1. Here we go. 40 minutes. All right, Avengers Endgame spoilers. If you guys have not seen this one, I'll give you fair warning. I got to check out now. All right, Jinzo, we'll see you later, man. Thanks for joining the stream. So, yeah, Endgame spoilers. Like I said, click off the video right now if you do not want to hear anything about, if you want to go in with no, if you guys want to go in with absolutely knowing nothing about the plot, then click the video off because we will be talking about the stuff that happens in Endgame and that. So we'll just wait a couple more seconds here for some people to leave if you have not seen Endgame yet, because I don't want you guys to know about what happens in that. But yeah, Peter Mayhew, aka Chewbacca, died today at 74 from 909 Movie Man. Thanks for joining the stream. And that is pretty sad that we have lost another member of the Star Wars cast. I can't believe it. We recently lost Carrie Fisher, and now we recently lost Peter Mayhew as well. From what I've heard, Peter Mayhew was pretty nice, especially going to conventions and everything like that. And I actually think he was pretty prevalent on Reddit as well. He would pop in on random subreddits and that, and he would go and comment back to everybody. And just wow, I can't believe that he's gone now. He's passed away. But anyway, though, really sad. Rest in peace, Peter Mayhew. And yeah, anyway, though, now we will get on to the Endgame discussion. So, like I said, I do have my spoiler-free review of Endgame on my channel right now. So if you guys want to head into Endgame knowing absolutely nothing about it, then be sure to go check out that review. Excuse me. But we will be starting the Endgame discussion right now. And, Endgame was absolutely insane. Like I said earlier, that it was probably the fastest 3 hours of my life. It flew by. There has been a lot of an hour and a half movies that felt that length, and Endgame did not feel like 3 hours at all. That's how much enjoyment I got out of it. Absolutely insane. But now we will talk about the spoiler moments of this one, which I'll start off here with saying that Endgame, yeah, I know. But there was a person in my theater that was going absolutely nuts during the final battle scene when, they finally show that Captain America was worthy of picking up Thor's hammer. And just when Thanos was beating Thor, he's getting beat pretty badly. And all of a sudden his hammer levitates up and then it just goes flying and it hits Thanos. And he catches it. That was an absolutely amazing scene. Totally came out of nowhere, and one lonely person stood up and cheered at that. I kind of felt bad for that guy because nobody else in the theater said anything or even participated in it. But Thanos was kicking ass during the fight scene. Exactly. He was. He was just beating everybody left and right. Like Thor, he was beating Captain America pretty badly, even to a lesser extent Iron Man as well. But yeah, once they finally showed that Captain America was worthy, if you guys have seen Age of Ultron during the hammer scene, if you guys have not seen Age of Ultron, There was a scene when they were having a party at the Avengers compound, and they were holding a hammer lifting contest to see, who's worthy of picking up Mjolnir or Thor's hammer. And once it came to Steve's turn, when he was trying to lift it up, he actually budged it a little bit. So he kind of always was worthy. He probably just didn't pick it up. Just like if he picked it up, it would probably just be to spite Thor. But he didn't pick it up. He just kind of wanted to be respectful, I guess. And that was cool seeing that part in Age of Ultron, and then seeing that finally pay off in Endgame. That was really, really cool. But just wanted to mention that. What do you think of the new Hulk? So Professor Hulk, I really enjoyed him. He was kind of goofy, but he was kind of like freaky looking too. Like, because they kind of mocapped Mark Ruffalo's face on top of Hulk, but that looked really weird. But I liked him, and we have one person joined right now, person number 5 here. But what I will get to, since we're doing the spoiler discussion right now, is we'll be moving on to showing you guys some, and we actually just lost that person, but we will be moving on to some key comics that I want to show you guys. So for all the stuff that has happened in Endgame, so I'll show you guys this one right here, and that is the new Incredible Hulk number 377. And this was a topic that I was just talking about, and this is actually the first appearance of Professor Hulk. And for only $20, I can't believe I found this one for this cheap. I'm sure this one will probably blow up on eBay as soon as some more people start seeing Endgame in that, and more movie collectors or comic collectors in that will get traction to this one, and this one will absolutely blow up on eBay and that. But yeah, the new Incredible Hulk 377. If you guys are comic collectors, definitely recommend picking up this one, because this will be a big key issue in probably a couple of weeks and whatnot. But I'll slowly start revealing some spoilers here to you guys. So we have Exiles number 2. At the end of the movie, Thor does join the Guardians of the Galaxy, and there's a little throwaway line. So he's like, "So we're the Asgardians of the galaxy now." And he was saying to Valkyrie that it was time for him to be who he wanted to be rather than who he's supposed to be. So he goes and joins the Guardians, and he appoints Valkyrie the new Queen of Asgard. So, and Asgard is turned into a little coastal town after it was destroyed after the events of Ragnarok. But Exiles number 2 will probably become another key comic here, and we actually just lost another person, so we have only 3, but we have 6 thumbs ups. So thank you for the other thumbs up. But we have another person joined, so number 4. But Exiles number 2 will become a key issue because it is the debut of Valkyrie, and we just lost that person. So we are at 3 people currently right now. And all right, she had a cool horse, I'd have to agree. And then, oh boy, this is probably the biggest spoiler out of all of them, and this is the Avengers number 12. At the end of the movie, Iron Man, this is pretty much what happens, and we lost another person, so we only have 2 people watching right now. This is what happens at the end of the movie, when all the heroes don't really have any hope or anything, like they're just about to be beat, and Thanos, he's just racing through everybody, he's just beating the snot out of everybody, and Iron Man, he's got really no hope or anything, but just by sleight of hand, he tussles with Thanos a little bit, he grabs the stones, and he puts them on his Iron Man armor, and Thanos is like, "I am inevitable," and then he's like, "And I am Iron Man," and then he snaps. That was a really, really awesome part, and this one is actually already blown up in price on eBay. Probably, I think, actually around like $100. This one goes for absolutely insane for this one, but I can't believe I found this one. I believe it was only like $3, but yeah, it's blown up now. It's on eBay for like $100. So definitely, if you're a comic book collector, definitely pick that one up. And this next one here, that comic is going for about $120. So yeah, 120 comic book right there. I was pretty much holding $120 in my hand. And then this next one here is another one from the end of the movie, and this is All New Captain America #1. As you can see right there, you're probably wondering that is not Steve Rogers. This is in fact Sam Wilson, or Falcon. At the end of the movie, Steve basically hops into this time travel device that they pretty much use throughout the whole movie. He jumps through there and he basically goes and delivers all the stones back because that kind of creates a lot of conflict in the timelines and everything like that. And once Captain America or Steve returns, he basically turns like super old. Like he sits on a bench that's overlooking a lake, and he's like super old. And Sam comes up to him, and he talks to him for a little bit, and he passes the shield onto Sam. So this one will probably shoot up in price as well. And I'm really happy that I found this one. It might not be too bad of a comic to read, but I kind of wish that it was Bucky that got handed the shield, because they're kind of setting him up to be the next Captain America throughout, the end of the Winter Soldier, and even Civil War, and maybe even to a lesser extent Infinity War. But it should have been Bucky. But I'm cool with Sam getting the shield and becoming the next Captain America. So yeah, could present some interesting scenarios for that. Maybe they could do a new Avengers movie. The whole end of the movie was so sad. Yes, it was, especially during Tony's death as well. And yes, he does die at after he does the snap. He does die after that, and that was a really heartbreaking scene right there. And we got a couple more key comics here. None of the other ones in my pile are key comics, but we have a couple more here. And for this one isn't really too much of a spoiler, because they kind of Gwyneth Paltrow already leaked this one on her Instagram page. And can't believe she didn't get in more trouble for that. But this is the Invincible Iron Man #11, part of the Dark Reign arc. And this is apparently the first appearance of the rescue armor, which was featured in the movie, but not really for a whole lot of time though. But this is definitely one to get. I don't believe that this one will probably shoot up in price anytime soon, probably like a variant or something like that. But this is still a pretty good comic to have in your collection if you guys have seen Endgame and you want to kind of have all these first appearances in comic form. This is the first full appearance of the rescue armor. So if you guys want to get this one, then probably get it while it's still cheap. So yeah, the Invincible Iron Man #11. Everybody was waiting for Rescue. I'd say so too. But and then the last key issue that I want to show you guys is Ultimate Comics, the Ultimates #25, part of the Disassembled arc. And this is another one that has to do with the Infinity Gauntlet. Avengers #12 was Iron Man wearing the gauntlet, which, like I said, he does wear at the end of the movie. But this one is where Hulk wears the gauntlet, and Hulk is the first Avenger to wear the gauntlet in the movie, and as such, his arm is pretty much fried. But yeah, Ultimate Comics, the Ultimates #25. I believe at the end of this one, Hulk wears the gauntlet, and it was a Stark-made gauntlet in the movie as well. And I'll show you guys these other ones. These aren't necessarily key issues, but I'll just show them to you guys anyways. We have A versus X, Avengers #25. So I just picked this one up because I kind of want to start collecting Avenger comics now. And I just really like that artwork. I don't know if the Avengers versus X-Men storyline is really any good, but I'll read it. And then we have Captain America #425. I just like this one because it's shiny and It's in Boston, everything. So that one was pretty cheap as well. And then we have another Invincible Iron Man. This one is number 12. There's the rescue armor on the front right there. I didn't show it to you guys in the key ones because this isn't necessarily a key comic, but still worth picking up. This one will probably not blow up, but this is the second appearance of the rescue armor. And then finally, we have the Avengers, the Heroic Age, number 1. I'm not really, I'm not really a big fan of this cover art right here, but I decided to pick this one up because I do have an app on my phone that kind of tells you all the key issues of comics and that. And they apparently said that this one was a key issue because this is where Maria Hill joins the Avengers, and this is where Bucky joins the Avengers as Captain America. So this isn't Steve Rogers right here. This is Bucky Barnes. But yeah, the Heroic Age, number 1. So those were pretty much all the comics that I have to show you guys. We'll go for a little bit more here, and then I think I will end the stream. But yeah, we'll do a couple more minutes of some Endgame talk. But just such cool moments throughout the movie. I really like the aspect of the time travel. Everyone's waiting for. Okay, I read that already. Black Widow is not dead. But I did hear that the Black Widow movie that's coming out next year, I believe in May or something like that, is supposed to be a prequel movie. So, maybe she's dead, maybe she's not dead, but they could probably bring her back somehow. But that's kind of weird that in the movie they didn't have a funeral for Black Widow, like maybe just a quick little 2-minute scene, just kind of doing a memorial service for Natasha, but they didn't. They just did that big funeral scene at the end for Tony. But that I just thought that was kind of weird. So maybe she isn't dead after all. But yeah, I have some theories for Endgame and that because Marvel will bring her back. I heard that there's been a bit of speculation that they actually might be doing an A-Force movie because there was one part in the final battle where all the female Avengers got together, so they may be doing an A-Force movie because Marvel will bring her back. That's why no memorial. Maybe they could bring her back. I don't know, but A-Force, that could that probably won't be out of the question or anything like that. So I don't know. We'll see how that one goes. We'll see if that one really does good. But the Marvel ones just absolutely unprecedented. They'll probably never have anything like Endgame ever again. Like I'm sure their movies will probably do decent business, but nothing, not like no business like their other movies. Getting $1 billion for each like weird one, like Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel did not deserve $1 billion. That was not a very good movie at all. I was very, very disappointed with that one. But like some of the other ones, like Spider-Man: Homecoming, that one definitely deserved to get. That one definitely deserved to get $1 billion, but it did not. It fell, I think, about like 120 million short. But Endgame, it deserves all its money, and everybody's having all these theories about it. And yeah, just the whole end scene was really heartbreaking, I'd say, just to kind of see all your favorite heroes like die and everything, especially characters that you grew up with. Like I grew up with them, and like pretty heartbreaking to say the least. But I it was been a fun time. I love all of the Marvel movies except a couple of them. But if there's one movie series that I could watch over and over and over again, if those are the only movies that I could watch ever, I'd say probably the MCU would be the one that I could watch over and over and over again and not get tired of. But I absolutely love all those, and it's a perfect end to some of our favorite characters like Black Widow and Iron Man and that, and even Captain America. I'm kind of sad that Chris Evans is done as Captain America because I thought he played the part really good. I believe John Krasinski was offered the part of it, but I think he declined. But Robert Downey Jr., there's nobody that could do that role better than he did. He did an absolutely amazing job, and just what a comeback for that guy too. Like he came out on top after that movie, like just being a druggie and an addict and being, going in and out of prison and everything like that. And even all these arrests and that. It's amazing how Iron Man basically, or Robert Downey Jr. kind of came out on top and everything. And we have reached the hour mark of this one. Soul Stone returned. Black Widow comes back to life, maybe with Gamora. Guardians will rescue her / them in Guardians 3, plus Adam Warlock. Besides Far From Home, I'd say probably Guardians 3 is probably my most anticipated MCU movie after this one. Uh, I really like both Guardians movies. Probably the second one more so over the first. I know it's probably an unpopular opinion, but I like that one better though. But yeah, just all these theories that everybody has about, Black Widow or, like Iron Man or next Marvel villain. Probably that's hard to say because Thanos is the best MCU villain, and now that he's dead because he got dusted away after Tony Snap there, he got dusted away. So for the next Marvel villain, I'd say probably the only route they could go in is if they did an Avengers versus X-Men movie, or if they did a Secret Force movie, or Galactus. Galactus could have potential, maybe, but I'd say he's probably too powerful for just some, kind of low-powered Marvel heroes to fight against. Like, there's probably only maybe a couple Marvel characters in the entire universe that could defeat Galactus. But most likely villain, I'd say, is once they finally get the rights to Fantastic Four, probably in the next couple of years, I'd say Doctor Doom is probably the most likely villain out of all of them. But, that's just my opinion. Maybe they could go with Galactus. Maybe they could go with Doctor Doom. Maybe there's somebody else that they can do. But I'd really like if Kenneth Ortiz joined. How's it going, man? Thanks for joining. Yeah, he agrees with me, Doctor Doom. So, A-Force movie coming. So, maybe that could happen. We'll see how that goes and everything. Maybe hopefully that one's good. But yeah, I'm thinking of probably ending the stream here right away. But yeah, Endgame, such a cool movie and just really funny as well. Like Fat Thor, I got a real kick out of, and Young Avengers as well. I believe they're doing something with Kate Bishop on Disney Plus. They're doing some kind of Hawkeye show with her, but a lot of those were announced as well, and hopefully some of those shows are good. So yeah, we'll probably wrap this up in about 5 minutes here. Avengers will curb stomp Avatar. Definitely, because now that Endgame is scheduled to make $2 billion by this weekend, it'll pounce Avatar for sure. It'll overtake it. And suffice to say, I'm really happy that it will pass Avatar, because it's finally time that a different movie is the highest grossing movie of all time, a movie that is much more deserving of $2 billion or even $3 billion. But yeah, hopefully those Disney Plus shows are good, because right, agreed all the way. But with the Disney Plus shows like Loki and WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier and that, hopefully those are good. But, and apparently they're doing like a What If animated show or something like that. Maybe that could be okay, I guess. But out of all of them, I'd say probably Falcon and the Winter Soldier I'm the most excited for, and then probably Loki, because Captain Falcon movie, I don't know if they'll do like a Captain America Falcon movie, but we'll see how that goes. Marvel has a lot of plans for the future and everything. But anyway, though, guys, Endgame, great movie, a lot of great moments in that one, and you know, be sure to watch it if you guys have not seen it yet. If you're joining and you don't really care about spoilers and that, go watch it. You will not regret it. I'm already actually kind of thinking of going to see it again. But anyway, though, Endgame, great movie. I loved it. Definitely my favorite of the year so far. I don't think anything can top it. But I think we will end the stream right away here. When will you stream again? I'm not too sure. Maybe I'll do these maybe like once every couple of months or something. But seen it 4 times already. I know a lot of people have been saying that they saw Endgame like four times, and yeah, I really want to watch it again. But anyway, though, be on the lookout for more streams coming soon. I don't really have a set schedule for when I want to do streams and that, but it's been a really fun ride doing this first stream here, and we're actually approaching the hour and 6 minute mark. So perfect amount for stream here, and I need to get some water here. My voice is getting really hoarse, but you should do more. I definitely will do more live streams. You should stream once a month. I was kind of thinking that maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 months, but yeah. Anyway, though, guys, that's gonna do it for this live stream here. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your thumbs up and your support and everything. And hope you enjoyed this live stream. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share. Twitter and Instagram links will be in the description down below if you want to follow me on there. Also, be sure to check out my IMDb profile page. The link for that will be down below in the description of this video. Anyway, though, guys, that is about it. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. We'll see you all next time. And we are done.